someone that I think a lot of Pistons fans are familiar with, and that is Chauncey Billups. So if you guys didn't see the news, Chauncey Billups was named a finalist for the Naismith Hall of Fame. So my question to you, and I don't know how old you were during the 04 run, but do you have a favorite Chauncey Billups moment?
So that is kind of the thing for me. I was born July 2002, which means when we won the finals, I was about a year and 11 months.
Okay.
So I wasn't really conscious at that point. But, and this is really sad, my very first memory of Chauncey that I can remember, I want to say it was was Chauncey on the team where LeBron just absolutely took over in overtime?
Yeah.
And then that playoff matchup,
2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was still here.
That would be my first memory. So it's not like the best memory. That's not the best memory, but one of the best things about growing up in the era that I did is having access to YouTube, because I have access to the internet and I've had access to things like YouTube. So Ben Wallace was my favorite player growing up, and I really only watched him as a Piston that I can remember, and like years that I can remember from, like, I remember that 2007 season a little bit, and I remember his second stint in Detroit. But most of my love for Ben Wallace came from YouTube, and the same way a lot of my love for Chauncey, Rip, those guys came from YouTube, because I would just watch their highlights. I'd watch, like, if sometimes, like, they would get taken down, but there'd be some full games on YouTube that you could find here and there, not encouraging piracy for the NBA's sake. In case anybody hears that, I did watch games on YouTube, and I would just be like, wow, like, I thought Chauncey was the best point guard possible for that team. And then I also enjoyed watching him in Denver, which I know is kind of a sore subject for Pistons fans. But I remember I did enjoy watching him in Denver, and I remember his second stint here as well. I remember even those Clippers years, and I really remember his jersey retirement, because I want to say I was in attendance for that. And I remember my little brother got to take a picture with Chauncey on the jersey retirement day, which was really cool. So Chauncey's a really cool guy. I've met him once, I want to say. I met him once. I also met some other, like, Pistons legends that day just by pure coincidence. I was like 12 years old. But yeah, shout out to Chauncey, and shout out to shout out to Vince Carter as well. I hope they both get their flowers.
Yeah, the fact that he even made the Hall of Fame, I thought was really cool. I think it's well deserved too.
For sure.
I'm just gonna show my age, because I feel like I want to say a little bit older than you. But I was 12 when they won the championship in 04.
Okay.
So I grew up on the Teal era, the Grant Hill era.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say my favorite moment was him, just winning the finals MVP and making Gary Payton look like he was 60 years old.
Yeah.
Chauncey was great, man. Like, I'm happy for him. We're pretty pro piracy over here, by the way, too. Like, I tell people all the time, like, I literally have a doc of, like, probably 50 piracy sites if one of them goes down. Because I'm not gonna be paying for League Pass, but apparently it was, like, free this week. And, like, NBA University broke the internet.
Yeah, it was like some Jason Tatum thing, right?
Yeah. It was like Tatum shoes, like NBA University. Shout out to him. Does a really good job of stats and stuff like that. But broke the internet with League Pass. But I'm happy for Chauncey. It'd be really cool to see not only Ben Wallace, but him also make the Hall of Fame as well. Like, having two guys that I think a lot of Pistons fans during, like, the go in the work era, like, I think for a majority, most people, like, really love Ben Wallace or they really love Chauncey. But Absolutely. There are also some, like, small individuals that, oh no, like, I fuck with Tayshaun Prince. Like,
shout out to the Rip Hamilton truthers.
Yeah, Rip Hamilton too. Like.